Jace, with the record you'll have in the quad three, is this game just feel like it's pretty important to try to improve that record a little bit?
100%. I mean, it's definitely like you said, a quad three game. We have a losing record in that column, so it's important for us to go get this one, especially having a week we had last week. We're trying to move forward, and it's definitely a good place to start for sure.
What do you remember about the loss at Arkansas that carries over to this game that maybe y'all can improve on?
I feel like our first 8 minutes was really bad when we played up there. We fouled way too much on the ball, off the ball. I think they shot 40-something free throws. So just improving with that. I mean, not fouling as much, guarding with our chest, having a low man all the time. I think that was our 4th game in conference. So having some more games under our belt, just stuff like that. But we fouled way too much down the stretch, and we were in a situation we were in at the end of the game.
How much of a different team do you feel like y'all are through that time between now and then?
I think we're definitely the same team with just more experience. We've been in a lot of 2-possession, 1-possession games, and we've had those reps of, okay, we're down 2, what are we running? We're down 1, we're up 1, what are we running? So I think we're the same team with just more experience, more comfortability in the situation when it's 2-possession game with 2 minutes left or 1-possession game with 45 seconds left.
Is there any specific reason that y'all seem to be better when you're playing at home?
I don't even think it's a secret. I think Reed is one-of-a-kind atmosphere. It's easier to play in front of 11,000, 12,000 people when they're cheering for you and they're all for you than against you. So I really credit this to the Reed Rowdies and everybody that's supporting the 12th man. I think it's just an atmosphere that's hard to play bad in.
Is there anything that you could point to specifically that you think that you are doing or not doing when you're successful, and then what you're doing or not doing when you're having some trouble, or is it just something different?
I just think we just need to be consistent. I think the games that we're successful in, we're getting fouled a lot. We're rebounding the ball at a high rate like we usually do. We're just being us, being predictable. And some of the games that we've been losing is just little mishaps, little errors we're making down the stretch or throughout the game that adds on and turn the ball over, just different stuff like that. But I don't think it's one specific thing that is above another when it comes to losing games. I just think we just need to figure it out down the stretch and put it together.
How, for lack of a better word, it's probably not the best word, frustrating is it, or how is it difficult to accept that if not for 2 last-second shots, no one's doubting y'all?
Right. How frustrating is it? It's a weird feeling. No one likes to lose, and especially us. We all hate to lose, and to lose by, a buzzer beater for two games, it's something I've never experienced in at least one season. So it is a little frustrating, but you just got to say, it's over now. Now what? So that's kind of been our motive, or the way we've been going about it is over, period. Now what? So, that's just how you have to look at it. I think it's definitely, you can be like, I could have contested the Arkansas shot better. I could have grabbed the rebound against Vanderbilt. Just different stuff like that. But you just have to say it's over now. What can we move on? What can we do to improve in the next game? I think that's how we have to look at it.
I know you want to win every game, but it's 100%. A little extra motivation because of how the last Arkansas game ended?
For sure. I mean, just to be in that environment, me in particular, it was my 4th SEC game, and I feel like I could have contested a shot better, dating back to January. But it definitely is you don't want to go 0-2 against a mirror opponent, and we don't want to lose at all, like you said, but especially not at Reed, especially not in the situation we're in right now. So it's definitely a little bit of gas added to it, but we're going to go about every game like it's a Super Bowl for sure.
What's it mean to have your mother and brother here supporting you?
It means everything. To have, I have an older brother too. So to see Jet here and for him to experience all this, if I was 13, 15, 16 years old, I would have chopped somebody's arm off to be in this situation. So I'm hoping he just soaks it all in and just sees where he wants to be at. And, my mom, y'all know my mom, that's my guy, my dog. So it's good to have him here. it's good to see. It's his first time seeing a real college game at home, so I think it'll be good for him to experience it and go home and tell all our ties with people about it. So I'm excited to have him here, and my family, I love him. It's not very often I get to have him out here, so I'm taking it all in for sure.
Where does the Henry shirt rank?
Oh man, this actually is tied for first too. This is actually the cartoon. I love it. I think it's something different. Yeah, it goes him for. I think this one might be. I don't know. They're all tied for first, but this one, I think this one's the funniest. This one's the funniest.
Have you ever seen him with a hat like that?
Nah, I haven't. I have. Henry's a character. He's a character, so I like this one a lot though. And I'm not gonna say too much, but I like this one. It's tied for first on my list. You guys go get one.
I don't normally ask questions, but I was watching you when you entered the floor against Tennessee, and you were taking it all in.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it was something you'd never seen before.
At all.
What were you thinking when you walked in against Tennessee?
My honest answer was like, damn. That was my honest answer. A year ago today, I was in a completely different situation, and I was praying for an answer and for a road and a path to follow. So to be, I remember watching you guys play Alabama, or us play Alabama, and I was at some other game. I was like, damn, that is wild. There's a lot of people. Everybody is cheering for Ford. Everybody's cheering for Boots, and my old school, I loved it, but it wasn't this. It was an environment that was a lot different, and we didn't have as much support from the city and everybody else. So I remember I went to half court and just looked around and was like, I almost started crying, because it's just like, wow. When I was his age, I was watching games on YouTube or watching games on TV and being like, man, I wish I could play in that, but it never really knew if I was gonna be able to get there. So I took a moment to just soak it all in. I'm still doing it right now. To be sitting here wearing Henry Coleman's shirt, have my little brother, my mom, people asking me questions. To be in a situation I'm in, it's a blessing. I don't want to take any of it for granted. I don't think I'm deserving of it. I don't think it's given. I think it's just God is just so good to me, and He's good to all of us. And I think it's a blessing to be in a situation I'm in.
You said you're excited for your younger brother to get the experience. Is there any specific thing you say, hey, make sure you don't miss this?
That's a great question. I just tell him just to be observant of it all. I'm lucky enough to be playing for a Hall of Fame coach with a Hall of Fame staff, and I just hope he takes it all in and realizes that this is cool. All the bags and the necklaces and the clothes and the shoes is fun, and it's cool that comes with it, but it's this is hard. This is not something that's very easy, and I just hope he doesn't take any of it for granted like I haven't. And I just hope he goes about it the right way and just soaks it all in. There's not anything in particular I'm kind of like, Jay, you need to watch this. I think there's so much different things. I think it all starts with your head coach. I'm beyond lucky to have Buzz Williams as my head coach, and to have the relationship I have with him and the trust I have with him. So I think that just is the biggest thing, is picking the right head coach, picking the right people to be around. But there's so many different things that are here that in Titusville is not. So it's a lot to take in. I know he's still kind of damn. I know tomorrow he's going to be dang, it's 12,000 people, 11,000 people, and they're all cheering for Jace. They're all cheering for Wade. So I think it's a lot to take in for a 16-year-old. But I know he's going to absorb it all. I know it's going to be good for him down the line.
All right.
Appreciate you guys.